Right, we're now live. Okay, welcome along everyone who is watching live, and also if you're watching this back on the YouTube channel, welcome along. I'm joined by Ed, and we are playing a quick game. Well, I say quick game. Neither of us has played in a while, so I'm playing.
There's no quick game with Lumineth.
No, I mean I've got very few models, so perhaps that means it'll be quick for me. But you never know. But yeah, this might be a slow game of Age of Sigmar. So yeah. Luckily, Ed's been very kind and set it all up beforehand, so it should be relatively quick to start, I think.
So I've got our list set up over on one side of the table.
Yeah, I can't remember how to move around. I can't remember how to zoom in or anything. Ah, there we go. Found how to rotate. That's good. Now, how do I zoom in? How do you zoom in?
I use scroll wheel.
Oh god, I haven't got a scroll wheel. I'm going to have to look at the control bar. Zoom in and out. Spacing control, I think. No. I'm going to need to plug in a mouse for this. Excuse me 1 second. Okay. Now I have a mouse. And yay, I can zoom in. That's great. Okay. Right, should we go through our list then? And,
yeah, do you want to go first or shall I?
I'll let you go first. And
okay. So I was thinking about all the things I need to tell you about earlier and realised just how many tools are in a Lumineth Realm Lord's toolbox. It's intimidating. So I'm in Great Nation of Zytrek, which is the sub-faction that's focused on magic control.
Mm-hmm.
So what that means is that all my wizards, which is my entire army, get a +1 to their first casting, dispelling, or unbinding roll in heroes nearby. So basically, I've just gone completely all in on succeeding as many spellcasts as I possibly can, and just stacking as many buffs and debuffs in this game as I possibly can. Which isn't necessarily the best way to play Lumineth Realm Lords, but yeah. I love wizards, so that's why I've gone this way. I'm a narrative player, obviously. That's why I've got this extremely engineered list. The core of my army is my Orlin Legion Battalion, which is my 2 units of 20 Wardens and my 2 units of 10 Sentinels.
Okay.
They all do mortal wounds on a 6 to hit. The Sentinels have a 36-inch shooting attack that doesn't require line of sight.
Wow.
And all of them can cast a spell called Power of Heesh, which turns their mortal wounds to hit into a 5-up instead of a 6-up. So if they get that off, they can be quite killy. And then I also have my Venari Lord Regent, and his spell allows him to sort of activate that ability on D3 units within range without them having to cast their spell.
Right, okay.
So my plan is to use his spell, and then for all the spells casts that I save with that, I'll be able to, kick out damaging spells and give myself ethereal, so I'm immune to rend and things like that.
Yeah.
And then I also have the Cathola, who just bullies units with low bravery. That's her thing, is she's just a bully. So I can cast a spell with her which will prevent a unit from doing pretty much anything if I can roll a 2d6 and I beat your bravery score. And she can also lower your bravery score and pass battle shock casualties onto you and stop me from taking battle shock. So she's a really, really valuable piece of my list. And then finally, I have 3 endless spells. I've got the Umbral Spell Portals, which you always take with Teclis because it just adds so much diversity to what he can do.
Yeah.
I got the Sanctum of Amintok, which is like a defensive wall, which gives me +1 to save and -1 to be hit for a hero inside it. And then finally, I've got the Rune of Petrification, which is an AoE damage dealing spell that does mortal wounds at the beginning and end of the movement phase, but my movement phase and your movement phase.
Right.
So like if I can put that down on an objective, I can really discourage you from putting too much on top of that objective.
Right. Okay.
So it's a really control-heavy army, but because I've got Teclis and a bunch of endless spells, I'm pretty low on bodies. So that might be where you are able to like overpower me.
Yeah.
Smash me down and sort of win on a war of attrition.
Possibly, although as you can see, there's not too many models in my army, and most of them are multi-wound models. I've got a Maw Pit for some reason. I don't have a great Maw Pot, but yes.
Oh, do you not need that? I don't know. I just assumed that you would need one.
No, I'm not using the Great Maw Pot.
Okay.
So I've got 2 units of Sabertooth or Frost Sabers or whatever they are, and they're each accompanied by an Icebrow Hunter. These allow them to basically deploy in reserve and start anywhere on the table that's 9 inches away from you. Icebrow Hunters give the Frost Sabers an extra attack, so it bumps them up from 3 to 4. I can't remember what any of my models do. I've not had time to check beforehand. I remember those ones. I've got a Huskard on Stonehorn. He's a beast. He's got the Blood Vulture, which can deal 1 mortal wound per turn, basically. And I've got 2 units of Mournfang Riders, and I've got a Stonehorn Beast Rider, and that is essentially my 2000 list. What they all do is I can't remember, so
okay, I'll figure that out
as I go along. Yeah, it'll be So sorry for my unprofessionalism. I'm usually a 40k player, so like I said, I've not played for AOS since first edition, I think. So a lot of this is going to be new to me. So I do.
Well, the good thing is that there's so much shooting in Age of Sigmar now.
Yeah.
That you're basically playing 40k anyway. So all of this should feel really familiar to you.
Yeah, it would, but I don't really have much shooting in my army, so that's going to be interesting. But no, yes. So I think I'm basically ready to go when you are, really.
Okay. So how many drops are you out of interest?
I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 drops.
Is that include? You got battalions though, right?
How are you? I think I have.
The list you sent me said that you have.
Yes, I have. I think I've got the Scowl Battalion, which is, I think it's all the Frost Sabers and the Icebrow Hunters. I'm just double checking.
So I'm a 3-drop list.
Right.
And the only purpose really of my battalion is trying to outdrop my opponent, so that if they have deep strikes, like your Frost Saber, I can try and keep Teclis alive until he gets his buffs up.
Right.
Is a little more scary. I thought you had 2 battalions, and if you
do,
I may outdrop me, which would be probably a good start for you.
Yulbad and Scowl, I believe. So I'm just trying to find the what these different parts do. So bear with me, sorry. Ogre more tribes. Right, so Yulbad is 1 Stonehorn, 1 to 3 Beast Riders, and 2 to 4 Mournfang packs. So I actually think I have 2 drops. The Yulbad gives an ability called Crush, Mangle, and Tenderize. which, if the unmodified hit roll for an attack made with a melee weapon used by a model from this battalion is 6, that attack inflicts 1 mortal wound on the target in addition to any normal damage. So everything apart from the Frost Sabers and the Ice Brows, on 6s they inflict a mortal wound. An additional mortal wound, sorry.
Okay.
Then the Scowl Battalion is 1 to 6 Icebrow Hunters and 2 to 10 Frost Saber units. And the ability of that is add 1 to charge rolls for units from this battalion when they are wholly within 12 inches of another unit from that battalion. So basically their average charge goes up to about an 8. I believe.
Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good.
So yeah, I've got 2
I'm
drops.
not a super mobile army, so you may... I know that you're not either, but the beast things, Stonehorns, are fairly quick, right?
Yes,
So that might work in your advantage.
Yeah, they are fairly quick. I'm just going to make the list quickly. So I think they are... Bear with me. I'll tell you what. I hate the... have you used, the Age of Sigmar app?
Yeah.
I'm not a massive fan of it. Let's put it that way.
I suspect they may replace it with AOS 3.
Oh, God, I hope so. I've always hated this app, ever since it came out.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying how just a lot of the rules in it are wrong, which isn't very useful.
I didn't realise that. Are they wrong? Oh, okay.
There are some, like in Lumineth, for example, there's loads of people who can take spells that in the app they can't, and like artifacts and command traits are missing, and loads of things like that. It's strange.
Okay.
Like the thing that you pay for in the app isn't working, but all the free stuff is working really well.
So I've got 8 Icebrow Hunters, have I? Sorry, 8. There we go. Up to 8. Up to 8. So discharge. Well, I've just put this list into the app, and it says it's 30 points over. So I'm going to have to drop to 6 Frost Sabers on each unit rather than the 8. And that'll make me legal.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah.
The other one was built in War Scroll Builder, right? So it should be... War Scroll Builder is usually pretty accurate.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the difference is there. Should we go with the War Scroll Builder, do you think? Or?
I mean, I'm happy with the War Scroll Builder version, because it tallied up, right? So maybe you've put in the wrong version of a Stonehorn or something?
Quite possibly, yeah. We're looking at it, it looks the same. No, it's really weird. Okay, no, we'll just go with this. Sorry, I'm messing around too much now. Okay. Yeah, so I've got 2 drops.
Okay, so you outdrop me, which is good.
Yeah.
So we'll roll to see who gets to place first. I should also say that we're playing in the Realm of Beasts.
Right.
So there's a command ability and a spell that we both have access to.
Yeah.
Spell is probably more useful to me. The command ability is probably more useful to you.
Yeah.
And all of the terrain in this game will be deadly as well as anything else, which is you roll a dice every time a unit finishes within an inch, finishes a move within 1 inch of a deadly terrain feature, and on a 1, that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. And that includes faction terrain, so my Shrine Luminor is also deadly, which might be kind of annoying for me. I've set up some tokens to show what the effects of the rest of the terrain are.
Yeah.
So we've got an arcane on both sides of the board. Do you actually have any spellcasters in your list?
No. I think the Huskard. Let me have a look at the Huskard. He might be the only spell. No spell.
No spells. That might end up in your favor because even if you had spells, I don't think you'd be able to compete with me on them.
Okay.
So maybe it's for the best that you've just focused all of your energy into like the other parts of the game.
Yeah. Okay.
Try and beat me there. So yeah, let's give it a roll for who gets to set up their units first.
Okay. Where am I? Is that my dice, is it?
Sure. I'll take this one.
Okay.
Okay, so red is Peter and blue is me.
Okay.
Good luck.
And you? Throw mine to the table. A 1 for me.
1. Okay, so I choose the side of the board, and I'll choose this side over here. Oh, I haven't mentioned the battle plan, which is over here. We're doing Total Conquest, which is one of the cooler battle plans, in my opinion. So the map is split into 4 quarters. We have a quarter each on opposite sides. There are 4 objectives, and you score 1 victory point for controlling an objective, an extra victory point if you have a hero within 6 inches of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you also score an extra victory point if you took control of that objective this turn.
Right.
If it was and it was previously controlled by the other player. So it's kind of a like you have to make decisions about if you can take an objective. Do you want to right away? Like, are you sure that you can hold it? Because otherwise, you're sort of handing me maybe a free point potentially for when I immediately take it back from you.
Yeah. Okay. That's not.
So our setup zone are
bad.
these quarters, and I also get to set up my Shrine Luminor, which I think I'll do pretty much central.
Yeah. This might. How many leaders have you got? Because I've got 3, so this might be all right for me, possibly.
I also have 3.
Oh, that's good.
I have Teclis, the Cathala, and the Lord Regent. Lord Regent is fairly tanky. The Cathala and Teclis aren't so much.
Yeah. Right. Is it like 40k? Sorry, do you like deploy one and then I deploy one and then?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'm to deploy them. I am going to. I think I can announce that I'm going to put my Scowl in reserve.
Okay. So you have Deep Strike.
Yes.
And you are going to out drop me. So is it just the Frost Sabers that can Deep Strike?
No, it's all 4 of everything in that unit. So Masters of Ambush. Instead of setting up this model this is for the Icebrow Hunter. Instead of setting up the model on the battlefield, you can place it to one side and say that it's set up in ambush as a reserve unit. If you do so, when you would set up a friendly Frost Sabers unit, instead of setting up that unit on the battlefield, you can say that it's joining this model in ambush as a reserve unit. One unit can join this model in each way. So that's why I've got the 2 Frost Saber units and the 2 Icebrows, because it basically puts them all into reserve.
Okay. I don't like that. I guess I will. Well, I'll start with my Cathala garrisoned in the shrine.
Okay.
Since you're outdropping me anyway, I'm going to slow drop. I'm going to drop everything one by one.
Right. Okay.
So your turn.
So mean, dropping everything one by one.
So
okay.
remember, you can drop like an entire battalion in one go if you want to.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's put. This is not going to go well for me, but let's go.
How far away do we need to set up from each other? More than 9 inches from enemy territory.
Okay, so
here's a 9-inch ruler. So you need to be...
let's just throw a load of them down. And I'm going to...
Sorry, I probably should have moved this Shrine Dominor just a little bit back. Let's move over here. Uh-oh. There we go.
Okay, and that's my character near the objective, so that should give me, hopefully, I think that is the objective where I am, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that the blue ring
bit,
is for claiming. You have to be 6 inches.
Okay. That's my drop done now, I think.
Okay, I'll drop Teclis.
Oh god.
Smack dab on the middle of the objective. Your drop. I want to know where all of your stuff is before I make any decisions.
That's it. I've got nothing else to drop.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
I dropped the battalion as one, so yeah.
Okay.
I can do that, can't I? I'm not like cheating there or anything, am I?
No, that's right.
Okay.
That's the advantage of battalions, other than the ability they give you, is that you can outdrop your opponent.
Hmm. They're very scary, those dudes. I can't believe everything's like a magic user in your army.
Yeah, I love it. The whole reason I fell in love with the army was that just that one community post where they said, by the way, everything is a wizard. Like, ooh, hello. Tempted to do a sort of ring around the rosy, but maybe that wouldn't be.
If you think you need to, then
I'm concerned about these frost sabers.
I don't know why, honestly. Nothing to worry about. Dave's commented on the chat. That's a lot of barbecue meat. I think he might have a point.
Okay.
I'm going to bring in some more dice while you're doing that. I'm being optimistic with the number of dice. They've only got 4 attacks each, and they're not.
Yeah, none of them are getting on Teclis. That's what you got to learn.
They are. Let me look at them. Where are they?
I don't know why I'm spinning my my wardens to face outwards as if it matters. It's
the look of the thing.
We're not winning any painting contests in this version of Warhammer, you know.
Yeah, they will be 4 attacks each. They're normally 3, but they hit on 4s and wound on 3s. Rend 1, damage 1. Ooh, and they also get a boost to their bravery while they're within 16 inches of an Icebrow Hunter. So they're normally bravery 5, but they get +2 if they're within 16 of an Icebrow, so they go up to 7 bravery. Jack says, eat some elves. Can't stab behind you, even with 3 inches. Oh.
Okay, I think that's me set up.
Right. Okay. How many command points do you start with?
So you start with You generate one on the beginning of your first turn,
Yeah.
and you get one for every battalion you have.
So
And you can also pay 50 to get an extra. So I'm starting with 1, you'll start with 2.
Yeah.
And then if you decide to take the first turn, then you'll immediately generate another one.
Right. So how much range stuff have you got?
So
You probably went through this
obviously, I've got a lot of magic, so I can
Yeah.
potentially put out some mortal wounds that way. Actual shooting, I've got my 2 units of sentinels and one attack from Teclis.
I know you mentioned the range of those sentinels, but I can't remember. Was it 30?
I'll just double check. It's 30 inches. 30 inches, and they don't need line of sight because the unit captain has a hawk. And obviously that means that he can see.
So I'm going to be... Right, okay, so I'm going to essentially be about 18 inches away from your Venaris to start with.
Yeah.
The Beast Riders have got a move of 12, so that brings me within 6, so I think I might go first, because they're going to be nice.
I did think it would be hilarious if you you made me deploy in this ultra defensive fashion and then let me go first to just sort of wallow in my own uselessness.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll go first then. Right. So movement phase. So I start with another command point. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but yeah, we'll see. It's hero phase first, isn't it?
Yep.
See, I do remember some bits. This is great. You're going to be so annoyed with me by the end of this game. I'm sorry.
The only game where a Beastclaw Raiders player takes longer turns than a Lumineth.
So command abilities. So I can use that at the start of the combat phase. So I'm not going to use that yet. And normally, what are the normal abilities you get? They're over here, aren't they? You get.
Yeah, so these are the generic command abilities. Oh, your list was a little bit lower in points value than mine, so you also get a triumph. So if you roll a d3, you'll see which one of these once per game buffs you'll get.
Oh, okay. Let's do that now then. Roll. 2. So that's a 1. And inspired. Once per battle, when a friendly unit is picked to shoot or fight, you can say it is inspired. If you do so, reroll hit rolls for attacks made by that unit. Okay, that's quite cool. Commander unit, sorry, combat phase, you see people take battle shock.
Now that we're set up, I'm going to clear these ugly drawings as well.
So if I can only use one command ability per turn, can't I, for a hero? Is that right?
No, that's I think that's an old rule.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
In that case...
In fact, there are some command abilities that you can just spam.
In that case, I'm going to use all-out attack.
I think all-out attack is used at the beginning of the combat phase.
Oh, yeah, you might be right, actually. So I might
it is.
Okay. In that case, I am going to use at the double on the Red Mornfang unit.
So that's after you make a run roll. So what? No, that's good actually. It might save you a command point because you get to make it after you've made a run roll.
Yeah.
So you can bump it up to a 6 if it's not good enough.
Okay. Right. Let's start then. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to move this guy as the track movement on. Toggles. Measurement. There we go.
Yeah, if you pick something up and then press the tab key, you can measure range from it.
If you open the menu on it and then press
escape, you can put it back.
Yeah, if you open the menu on it and then go to toggles and then click on measure movement, when you pick it up, you'll do it automatically anyway.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, toggles, measure movement. I'm just putting them all on. Sorry. Toggles, measure movement. And toggles.
Where's that, sorry?
So right click on your model and then there's the thing that says toggles.
Oh, okay,
And if
interesting.
you go down to...
Can I do that to all of my my units in one go?
So that... Oh god, it's in centimeters, isn't it? That's horrible. We'll move it back to...
Oh, I think you can change the...
Yeah, it's up
measurement
here, isn't it? Inch, there we go. Right, and then I'm going to move. Sorry guys for being so slow. Like I said, I've not played in ages. So they move 9 inches. So we are going to go... Oh. Don't know how far that moved now.
You can just move it back to where it was. Measure again.
It's about there, wasn't it?
Yeah, somewhere around there. So you're just yeeting in.
Of course.
Did I mention that wardens get stronger if you charge them?
Yeah, you might.
Because of course they do.
There's probably going to be loads of people on the chat going, "What is he doing? What's he playing at? That's not how you play with Beastclaw Raiders."
So it's interesting that you're kind of eschewing the objectives for just annihilating me off the board before I can claim any objectives, which is a very destruction way to play the game.
Of course. I'll think about objectives later. This is more for my experience for me. I'm not. I haven't got much hope in the.
Yeah, we're just rolling some dice.
Yeah, and this moves 12 inches, so. I don't think I'm going to bring on my reserves just yet.
Oh, you can save them, can you?
Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I'm still playing 40k, aren't I? Let's check.
It's possible that you might be able to. Some abilities sort of force you to put them down at the end of the first movement turn.
So something that you can say is joining the model in ambush as a reserve unit. At the end of your movement phase, you can set this model up anywhere.
Okay, so you could hold on to them until late into the game, potentially.
Okay. Right, I am... Let's think about this. How squishy is your Lord Regent?
Excellent question. So my Lord Regent has a 3-up save.
Mm-hmm.
And because he has the Zytrek artifact, he also has a 4-up Feel No Pain roll.
Okay.
So he's a 3-up save to hit, and then anytime he takes a wound or mortal wound, I roll a dice on a 4-up. Doesn't take it.
Okay, I'm going to leave my reserves off the table for now then. So I believe it's the... What phase is next? Is it shooting phase?
Next is shooting.
Shooting phase. Okay. So the only shooting I've got is I think it's going to be the Beast Riders. The leader of each Mournfang pack has an Iron Lock pistol, I think.
Yeah. Your Skalg.
My Skalg. Yes.
Wrote which one is which on your things.
Oh, thank you.
Easy to track.
Where is the Skalg? Oh yeah, there he is. It's range 12. So let's go. 12.6, just out. And
your other Skalg's way out, unfortunately.
Yeah, so there's no shooting there. And then I've got my Beast Riders, so let's see what those dudes do.
You say you have like a buzzard that can...
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I've got a buzzard. He's great.
But that's not a shooting attack. That's just a... When does that happen?
That's a good point. Let me check. Buzzard boy. Buzzard Boy, you can go. Blood Vulture. At the start of your shooting phase, pick one enemy model within 30 inches of this model that is visible to it and roll a dice on a 2+. That unit suffers a mortal wound.
But 13 inches.
30 inches.
Oh, 30 inches, yeah. Okay, you can definitely get something then.
So it's got to be visible. So that rules out probably your Venari Lord Regent. Because the realm gate's in the way, I think. However, Teclis is available.
There's also my Cathorla in the shrine.
How many wounds does she have?
5, I believe.
Okay, yeah, we'll put it on the
Yeah, she's got 5.
Yeah, I think we'll put it on the Cathorla then. Or whatever her name is. We'll put it on Janice, that's in the shrine. It's a very elven name. And
I don't have any defenses against that yet.
Well, I need to roll first, check it goes off because it's only on 2+. So
that's true.
I bring a dice over and then roll. And 6, yeah.
Okay, so she's taken a mortal wound.
And then I can't remember what I armed my Beast Riders and Huskard with. It was a. Oh, so the Huskard is the Blood Vulture, and the Beast Riders have. They all. In addition, they are armed with one of the following weapon of chain trap or Blood Vulture. And I think I went Blood Vulture. I know it sounds horrible, but I think I actually did because it's more effective. Because the chain trap is a 4+ to hit and 3+ to wound, and there's only one attack, so it was kind of a guaranteed mortal wound. Whereas the chain trap is not. So I'm going to use the Blood Vulture on the Beast Riders as well. On your Cathorla or Cathala on Janice. It's going to be on Janice. Yeah. Cathala. Okay, thanks, Dave. So that's another mortal wound there.
Okay, so she's on 3 already.
Yeah. And then I think that's all my shooting done. And is it charges next?
Yeah.
I didn't run, did I? Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. I'll have to remember it next time.
Yeah, run is when you make the move, you say that you're going to run.
Yeah,
but if you do run, then you can't then charge.
Oh right, okay, that's fine then. I don't want to do that. So your guys are 6.2 inches away from my Beast Riders. I'm just going to check my. I can't remember what I said. My Yildbad one said. Unmodified hit rolls for an attack made with a melee weapon from this battalion is a 6. That attack inflicts 1 mortal wound. So okay, so I'm going to charge with my Beast Riders. 5.
Do you have a plus?
I don't think so. Earth Shattering Charge. No, that's add 1s to damage. Stone Skeleton. No, there's no plus on their charge.
Okay.
That's a fail.
So you can use a command point to re-roll it.
I think I will. Oh God, how do I go back down? There we go.
Right click.
There we go. Is it both dice or is it one dice you re-roll?
Both dice. Just re-roll the whole roll.
Okay. So 7-inch charge. That's in there. He's probably going to get mullered now.
We'll see. Depends how much mullering you do first.
And how far away are these boys? 10 inches. That's 10.4. It's a long charge, so I need 10 because they need to be within half an inch, don't they? Remember, elves attack twice in combat. Thanks, thanks, Jack. Let's try this on the red beast unit.
By attack twice.
Oh!
It's 2 different units, not the same unit twice, by the way.
Oh, okay. So they did get a 10.
Okay, nice.
Which I think just brings them within half an inch.
Yeah, easily.
And I don't like it when the bases go on top of each other. Sorry, it's like the old. You remember in first edition where it was just all based on weapons and models, and you could stack the bases on top of each other. I absolutely hated that.
No, I never played first edition.
Oh, it was horrible. We had a house rule. It was just you measured from the base. And well, there's no point seeing if they'll. Oh, is there 12 inches? Yeah, there's no point rolling that.
There's no detriment to rolling. Like, there's no punishment to trying to charge, so you may as well roll it just in case.
Then. If it's a 12, I'll be very happy, but
that's not. It's
it's the opposite.
The exact opposite.
Yeah, so that's my charges done. And so it's combat, isn't it? So is it a you go, I go kind of thing, or is it all charges first and then you go, or?
It's player whose turn it is goes first, and then you go, I go. Although like Jack said in chat, Lumineth Realm Lords, 2 different units can be chosen at the same time, and they strike at this like in unison. Although you're only engaged with 1 unit, so that's not going to matter for this.
Okay.
However, at the beginning of this combat phase, I'm going to do a couple of things. So first of all, I'm going to pop my Moonfire Flask for these Wardens. So this is a once per game ability. I roll a dice, and on a 2-up, you take a D3 mortal wounds.
Oh.
So I'm going to do D3 on your Beast Rider.
Yep.
So big fat 1 mortal wound.
Okay, so down to 11.
And I'm also going to use my Aether Quartz reserve on my Wardens to give them +1 save.
Right.
And because they're within range of the Cathaller, the -1 bravery that they would normally get from that, I can pass on to a different unit instead. And I'm going to pass that on to your Mournfangs.
Right.
So your Mournfangs are now -1 bravery.
I already hate Lumineth.
Yeah, it's not going to get any better from here.
Okay.
The worst thing is if you, I can pass my battle shock casualties onto a different unit and not take battle shock. So, say I manage to kill 1 Mournfang, and you manage to smash 18 Wardens. You then have to make a battle shock roll with -1 bravery and +18 casualties.
Yeah.
So it would almost be worth it just to get rid of your unit in return.
It's not wholly within 18. That's a shame. I was going to do that.
What's that for?
That is for all-out attack. You can use this command ability at the start of the command phase. If you do so, pick 1 friendly unit wholly within 12 inches of a friendly hero, or wholly within 18 inches of a friendly hero that is the general. You can.
So is the Beast Rider not a hero?
No, it's not. It's not a leader.
Oh, okay.
It's just a regular donkey.
That surprises me.
I'm just checking it out. Yeah, it hasn't got the hero keyword, which is frustrating. So I have probably done that wrong, but never mind. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Beast Riders. So they've got 6 attacks, which are punches and kicks in melee. They hit on 4s and wound on 4s. So let's get 6 dice.
So I've got a +1 save from the Aether Quartz that I popped.
Yeah.
They're also currently in a Shining Company, which means that all of their bases are touching the bases of 2 other models in the same unit.
Yeah.
Which means that they move slower and they can only pile in 1 inch, but you subtract 1 from hit rolls targeting them.
Right, so in this case I'm hitting on 5s. So let's roll. And
Which
I
one's that, Jack?
believe-
Jack says one of mine isn't touching two others. I'm talking about the yellow group, Jack, the one that's actually in combat. The purple group isn't in the Shining Company, but the yellow group is.
Okay. So I've got one hit, and also I just want to check because I think that's also a mortal wound, isn't it? Yeah, hit roll for an attack, unmodified of a 6, inflicts 1 mortal wound. So it's 1 mortal wound and 1 regular hit. So I just roll, see if it wounds you. 4 plus. No, so just 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
That's the punches and kicks. He says, no, not you. And then I've got Rock Hard Horns, which is 6 attacks, hitting on 4s and 3s, so hitting on 5s, wounding on 3s. And that's 3 hits with 2 mortal wounds as well. So let's get. I'm going to need 3s on these ones. And that's 1 wound and 2 mortal wounds.
1 wound and 2 mortal wounds. Okay,
Yeah.
so I got no save against the mortal wounds, so they die right away.
And the one that is 1, sorry, the 1 success is D3 damage.
D3 damage. Let's see.
Save it.
So my wardens are a free up save because they got that +1 from their thing. So I'm looking for a free up. 4, so they've saved it.
Okay. And I've got Crushing Hooves, which is D6 attacks. I also had Earth Shattering Charge. Add 1 to the damage inflicted by attacks made this model's Rock Hard Horns. So they were hitting on 4s, but didn't roll any 4s anyway, so that doesn't matter.
Okay.
And Crushing Hooves as well, it gets +1 on the attack for damage. I am Crushing Hooves. That's how many attacks. So roll a d6. That's how many attacks I get. So 6 attacks. That's good with me. And I am hitting on 3+, so 4+ with your little skill. And that is 4 hits. And then to wound is going to be 2+. And that's 3.
Wow.
3 at D3 damage.
So I'm looking for 3 ups to save.
Yep.
So 1 save, so 2d3 damage.
I got that wrong. The last one, the Rock Hard Horns, that was 3 damage, but it doesn't matter because you saved it anyway. This one is D3 damage each, so that's 1 damage each hit.
Do you say those +1 to the damage?
Oh yeah, sorry. So it's 2
4
damage,
damage.
each. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and I think that's everything for the dude. So I am moving on to the Hornfang.
So you've done your first activation, so
Yeah.
it would be my activation.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
So obviously I only have the wardens in combat, so they're gonna pile in. They can only pile in 1 because they're Shining Company.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would change much of what I would be doing with them anyway.
Does my audio sound alright to you? Is it because Dave's saying it's terrible?
It sounds fine to me.
Okay.
Might be something to do with the
Stream.
stream.
Mm-hmm.
Have to go back there a little bit.
all those Mournfang are 6 wounds each.
Yeah, I saw that and I didn't like it. So all of my wardens are going to go into your Mournfang because they have a 3-inch range, apart from the high warden who only has 1 inch.
Okay.
He's not close enough to attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can I use that command ability? Or did I have to use it at the start? I think I had to use it at the start. Yeah, start of the combat phase. So
Okay.
I missed my opportunity for that, fortunately. But 12 attacking. They have 2 attacks each.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 ups to hit, and 6s do a mortal wound in the attack sequence end. Oh, that's some good 6s. I'll take that.
Oh, okay.
Those fail. These are 4 up to wound. So 2 wounds to roll. They do have -1 rend because you charged this turn.
Right, so I am saving on 5+ then. And failed.
Okay, so that's 2 normal wounds and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mortal wounds.
So that's 1 dead. Oh, hang on. What does the Banner Bearer do before I remove him? Add 1 to the bravery. We don't want to remove him. We'll remove this guy, and we'll put 2 on this dude. Okay. I should do what you did and flip it. So, is that all your attacks?
Yep, that's them done. So your turn now.
What's the piling move?
3 inches.
Okay. I don't think this back one's going to get to attack.
What's their range?
Oh, short. They are Culling Club or Prey Hack is 1 inch, Gargant Hack is 2 inch, and the Tusks are 1 inch. Okay, so
Oh, I just realised my High Warden would have been able to attack your Beast Rider, but we'll do that afterwards because it wouldn't change anything. So you carry on with your attack, and I'll just roll that quickly later.
Okay, so the 2 Mournfang that are in get 3 attacks each with their Culling Clubs, hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. So they are hitting on 4s then in that case, aren't they? So roll.
Yeah, with the -1 to hit from their.
So that's 4 hits, no 6s, damn. And then wounding on 3s. That's 2. And there's no rend, but they're 2 damage each.
Okay. So again, I'm looking for 3s and re-rolling 1s. So I save 1. I had 2 damage?
2 damage, yeah. Oh, actually, no, it's 3 damage, isn't it? Because I get +1 on that War Scroll ability. Is it that one? I can't remember. Yeah, bad. No, sorry, ignore me. No, it's just 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay, and I think then I've got Tusks. And with the Tusks on the Mournfang charge, add 1 to the damage inflicted by attacks made with this unit's Tusks if this unit made a charge move in the same turn. So there are 4 attacks per Mournfang. and they hit on 4s normally, so I'm going to need 5s to hit. Oh, that's what I like to see. So 3 hits and 2 mortal wounds from them as well. And then...
More wounds. Devastating.
And then the 3 hits I wound on 3+. All 3 hit, and they're 2 damage each because of that extra one, and then -1 rend.
Say 3 hits, yeah?
3 hits, yeah.
3 ups, re-rolling 1s. So I saved 2. What was the damage, sorry?
2 damage. Okay. And that is me done.
Okay, yeah, I don't have anything else in combat range. So we're on to Battle Shock phase.
Didn't you want to do your Warden?
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah. He might do a wound.
Yeah.
So he's got 2 attacks. He doesn't do mortal wounds on a 6. 3 ups. 4 ups. Oh, so 2 hit with -1 rend.
I can't remember what my save was. It is, and this is on the Beast Rider, sorry, or the...
The Beast Rider, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's normally a save of 4+, so I think it's going to be a 5+. Yeah, 5+ save. No,
So
both go
just
through.
1 damage each.
That takes them down to 9 wounds. Okay. And I've got no magic, and I don't think I've got anything else to do, so I think it's your turn.
Well, so at the end of the beginning of your Battle Shock phase, I will have my Cathala in the Shrine Luminor pass over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No,
9, 10, 11, Oh, I did say 13 at the beginning of the match, and here it is. So 13 casualties on your Morn Fangs.
Yeah.
So you need, and I have killed one, so they do have to take a Battle Shock test.
Okay.
Now there is a command ability called Inspiring Presence, which means that you don't have to take a Battle Shock test. But I'm not sure if you're in range of anyone to use it.
It's 18 inches, isn't it?
All that doesn't mean all of these Morn Fangs run away.
Right. That's a horrible unit, Ed. That is that horrid unit. Okay, so they're gone.
Yeah, the Cathala is just like I can see why people hate her. She's very effective.
Still, she's down to 3 wounds, so she's going to die soon. Hopefully. Do you have to do your Battle Shock or not?
No, so because she's passed their grief onto you,
right.
They do not mourn their fallen brethren.
God, they're horrible.
Yeah, I love them. They're so stupid.
I've done all that work and it's just backfired on me.
Okay, so my turn.
Yep.
I'll generate a command point. Now this is going to take forever because I have Teclis.
When do you do the deadly scenery thing? Is it when you move away from it, move into it, move?
It's if you end a move within 1 inches of a piece of deadly scenery. So it's in the move phase.
Okay, I should have done that for my Mornfang then last turn. These
okay,
over here.
so you do want to roll a dice for it, and it's only on a 1 that it does anything. So yeah, you're fine. It's pretty unlikely that it can sometimes just completely mess you up in a horrible way. What's the range on Greater Power of Heesh? 18 inches. Probably should have set this guy up somewhere else. Okay, so my Lord Regent will cast his War Scroll spell, Great Power of Heesh, which increases the mortal wound output of my units for D3 units. So it's a casting value of 7, and he has +2, 1 from being in Zytrak and 1 for being next to Teclis.
Right.
So 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's passed it. Do you have any unbinds in your army?
No.
No. Okay. So I don't need to worry about that. I just straight up casting. So he gives Power of Heesh to D3 units, which is 2 units. So he's going to put it on both of the units of Wardens because they're the only ones that are in range anyway.
Okay.
Should probably have a token for this. So I'm going to lag you really bad right now as it loads like 80 tokens.
That's quite the first turn you've had there, even before you started your first turn.
Well, yeah, this is why it's maybe not ideal to charge your entire army into a unit of pikemen, essentially magical pikemen. My Shrine Guardian, the Cathola, will cast Total Eclipse.
Yep.
Which is casting value of 8. Ooh, 8, that is quite high, isn't it? I'll try it anyway. Oh yeah, perfect. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 12 she's rolled for that, so that goes off. So Total Eclipse is until my next hero phase. Anytime you spend a command point, it costs you 2 command points instead of 1.
Oof, okay.
She has an artifact that should cast 2 spells, so she's also going to cast. He's going to cast Darkness of the Soul.
Yeah.
Which is casting value of 7. She only gets a +1 to this, not +2. 5, 6, 7. So she's cast it. So your Mournfang Riders, every time they try to make a normal move, charge, shoot, or fight, I roll 2d6. And if I roll higher than your bravery value, you cannot do the action.
Okay. Ow.
I need a token to remind myself of that. Let's just put this this skull dice next to them, because I like that it's a kind of sad skull. I really like that dice just for the emotion conveyed by the bone.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay.
Because my wardens don't need to cast their spells, so I'll cast Ethereal Blessing with this unit of wardens.
Yep.
Which is casting value of 6. They have +2 to it, so they pass that.
Yep.
Which means that they ignore positive and negative modifiers when making save rolls.
Okay.
So rend does nothing to them anymore,
Right.
basically.
Okay.
The other unit of wardens will cast Overwhelming Heat, which is 24-inch range, and I'll cast it on probably your Mournfangs as well.
Yeah.
Casting value is 7, so they've passed that. So your Mournfangs have half movement until my next hero phase, and then I'm going to roll a dice. And if oh no, never mind, it can't do anything. So I would have rolled a dice, and if it was greater than your save characteristic, I thought it was wounds characteristic. Their save is what? Sorry, 4 up.
4 up.
Or a 5 up.
No, 4 up.
4 up. So if I roll a 5 or a 6, they take some more wounds as well. But I didn't. So their movement is halved.
Okay.
Is there a thing for that? Again, I'll just put this here to remind myself of it. Then both of my units of Sentinels are going to cast their thing to empower their weapons, which is a casting value of 6. Again, they all have +2. So
Oh my God.
First, the yellow unit gets it. Now for the purple unit. Yep, they get it too.
Yeah.
And now Teclis, the big boy himself. So he's going to cast 4 spells at casting value 10. So he doesn't need to roll for it because he's just too cool. Too cool to score.
Of course.
So he's going to cast his War Scroll spell, Protection of Teclis. So 18-inch range. Anytime you do a wound or mortal wound to any allied unit within 18 inches of Teclis, they can ignore it on a 5-up.
Right.
Now he's going to cast Storm of Searing White Light. So every unit within 18 inches of Teclis. No, so it's actually I probably won't cast that then, because it would be kind of a waste maybe. Yeah, okay. In that case, what I'm going to do is I'll cast Umbral Spell Portal.
Yeah.
So he'll place one there. The other one is set up 18 inches away. Let's put it there.
Yep.
And then he's going to cast Storm of Steering White Light out of that instead.
Right, okay.
So 18 inches within this, which is everything that you've currently got on the board. I roll a dice, and it does mortal wounds depending on how well I roll. So 1 or 2, it does nothing.
Okay.
3 or 4, it does D3 mortal wounds. 5 or 6, it does D6 mortal wounds. So for your Beast Rider, does 3 mortal wounds.
Oh no.
For your Mournfangs, it does nothing. For your Huskard on Stonehorn, it does 6 mortal wounds.
Oh my god, that's nasty.
Yeah.
That's put him down straight to half strength. Okay. Okay.
And I think finally, for my last spell, so the problem with Teclis is that he can choose to cast one of 21 spells.
So you two go trawl through the book to see which spell.
Yeah, so remembering like which one is the best one, that's really the big like struggle with Lumineth, is just being able to use Teclis effectively. Because everything you can do with him is great, but it might not necessarily be the best thing for the time. I think I'm going to cast Calming Zephyr on my Cathaller.
Okay.
Which heals D3. So I've rolled a 1. So she only heals 1, but I want to keep her alive as long as possible because she's just so good versus your low bravery Mournfangs and Frost Sabers.
Yeah.
So that's it for my hero phase. Short and sweet, baby.
Wow.
Next up, we've got the movement phase, and let's see. So these wardens are trapped in combat. I'm not going to retreat them because they're in a good position to strike back at this Beast Rider.
Yeah.
So there's no point really. I'm also still really self-conscious of these Frost Sabers lurking in the darkness, ready to mess me up at a moment's notice. And you didn't score any.
No, I didn't.
Any objectives?
I moved away from my objective.
Yeah, it may have been worth keeping the Huskard just like on the edge of it.
Yeah, I probably should have done.
So I'm not feeling like the pressure to go and claim objectives.
No.
As much as I probably should. So I will move my Lord Regent first of all. So he's got a movement speed of 14.
Mm-hmm.
I may have. wonder if I've messed up by putting... No, that'll be fine. Teclis is going in, baby.
Oh my god.
He's not going to play it coy. But that does mean he's ended his move next to a piece of scenery, so on a 1, he'll take d6.
Go on, roll a 1. Oh.
No, sorry. Heartbreaking for you.
It comes to something when you're hoping for a 1 on the scenery rolls, but yeah.
These wardens aren't in Shining Company, so they can just move normally.
Yeah.
Because not all their bases aren't touching properly, basically. So they have movement speed of 6. And I may as well run them because I don't intend to charge them.
Okay.
So I'll roll for that. So they can move 11 inches. And they're basically just going to pile up and defend Teclis's backside from any Frost Sabers that decide they want to...
Nasty Frost Sabers.
...get involved.
Yeah.
I want my unit champion somewhere around there. Yeah, all good there. My Sentinels will move. They've also got 6, but they're not going to run because they want to shoot later. That's going to move up there. And there. So that's all my movement done. Now shooting.
Yeah.
So what can I get for 30 inches from these Sentinels?
Everything. Oh. No.
I mean, pretty much only your Beast Rider with these guys. I put them very far back to prevent deep striking.
Yeah.
I think maybe I just focus down a Beast Rider. I think that's probably in my best interests.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to do all my shooting. Actually, let me do Teclis's shooting on him first. He does have a shooting attack.
Okay.
He's got one attack, 2 up to hit, passed, 2 up to wound, passed, -3 rend.
Oh my God.
Can they save that?
So 4, 5. No, I don't think they can.
Okay, so d6 wounds, so 5 wounds.
Oh my word. That is...
He's a monster.
That is horrid. Okay.
Okay, so I mean, he's going down in my combat phase. There's no point in me wasting any more shooting on him. So I will target what I can, which probably won't be tons, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven there.
Yep.
And 4 there.
Okay.
So 11 are going to go into your Mournfangs, and the rest are going to go onto the Beast Rider.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, where's my unit champion, actually? Because he doesn't even have an attack. Okay, so Sentinel is not there. Okay, so it's actually only 3 on this purple one. So it's 10 attacks on your Mournfangs, and 8 on your Beast Riders.
Right, okay.
They have just the 1 attack each, so 10 attacks. 5s plus is mortal wound.
Okay.
So only 2 mortal wounds. Oops. And they were 4 up to hit, so these 3 go. 4 up to wound. So 3 with no rend.
Okay, so 4 plus. 1 goes through.
You say 4 plus?
Yeah.
So you've rolled a 4 and a 5, right? So, oh, sorry, 1 goes through. I thought you said 1 saved. I got no sleep last night, and I'm on fumes, so forgive me. So, yeah, 1 damage and 2 mortal wounds.
Right, brings down to 1 rider down to 3 wounds.
And then these 8 that are going on your beast rider.
Yeah.
If I get any 5s, I think he's dead, right? Yeah. So 3 mortal wounds, so he's dead. Unless you have, do you have any save against mortal wounds?
No. He's gone. It's okay, Jack. It's a fun game. It's a good learning curve for me, to be honest, because like I said, I've not played in a couple of years, so and I've never played against Lumineth, and I didn't really know their abilities, so I now know a few things from that first round that I probably should have done a bit better, but yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah, so shooting done. I'm not charging anything, no combat. I didn't kill anything that has any models left over, so no battle shock.
Yeah.
So it's the priority roll now.
Okay.
So I'm blue dice, and Peter's red dice. Best of luck.
And you?
6, and you're 2.
Your choice.
So my choice. I feel like I'm in a good position. Your frost sabers are yet to come down, and they can probably wreck my sentinels. Teclis is in a pretty good spot. I have all my buffs up now.
Yeah.
So I could just sort of let you take this turn and weather your frost saber drop. Oh, I forgot how many points I scored there. So I scored 2 for this objective and 2 for this objective.
Okay.
So I'm on 4, you're on 0.
Yeah. So add 3 to charge rolls if it's within 60 inches of a widespread. Oh, that's good. So the average roll would be a 10 then. So I'm just checking some.
Yeah. All good. I think I'm just going to let you take this turn. I'm pretty confident that I can weather anything you throw at me, and I think a double turn later is going to be more potentially in my favor than a double turn now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I am dropping. Well, I need to do hero phase first. We'll go up to 3 command points, and I am going to. Inspiring Presence is done.
That's battle shock
phase.
I think you used to have to declare it in the hero phase. So you had to sort of make a bet on who was going to take casualties.
Dave's just gone in the chat. I had to do a work call. Have the Lumineth won yet? Okay. So I have to deploy
Working on it, Dave.
I have to deploy my reserves 9 inches away, don't I? So. I could, in theory, mullet your Cathala? Janice. I could mullet Janice.
Yeah.
And I could also mullet your Lord Regent. And I could possibly take at least 6 mortal wounds off Teclis. I am going to... Sorry, I'm thinking. I can't remember what Pithala does. What does she do?
So she was the one who was doing the passing
Horrible.
battle shock
No,
casualties off to
yeah.
people. She's cast that spell on your Mournfangs that
She
mean
needs to die.
they potentially can't do anything. She's a really important part of the army.
Yeah, she really needs to die. So
Also in that shrine, she can do a lot of good stuff. Like she can use a command ability for free every turn, which I haven't needed to in the first 2 turns, so I haven't bothered doing it yet. But
okay, I'm just going to work out how far away I need to be. Go back up the... Oh, God. Flip. Thank you. You're going to have some shenanigans now where I'm not going to be able to charge you or something, aren't you?
I can do that, but only on stuff that was on the board last turn. So your Frost Savers at least are safe for now. Do you want me to measure out a 9-inch gap for you?
Oh, thank you.
So I guess the closest part of that model is probably that little base there.
Oh, yeah, because it has to be 9 inches away from the actual terrain piece as well, isn't it?
Yeah, because while she's garrisoned in there, the terrain piece and her count as the same model. So as long as you can touch any part of the terrain, you can attack her.
Do I have to be? Do I have to leave 9 inches away from the spell portals or not?
No, they're not enemy models.
I'm thinking of going over here instead. Tedious movement.
Dave says Lumineth are the army of actually. And Jack says that's classic Eddie, which is true.
I take it your sentinels are quite squishy.
Yeah, pretty squishy. Although they are in Shining Company. And they still have their Aether Quartz left, so I could potentially give them a +1 to save for 1 phase.
That's Mournfang. Don't want Mournfang. Oh, I'd like Mournfang, but I can't have Mournfang.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, Ed!
I was trying to help.
Oh, God. That's it. Game's over. We're going to toss the table.
Lumineth Realm Lords concedes. What's their plus to charge? Like +3?
+3 to charge.
Ah, that's really good.
Yeah, they get +3 for being... Let me just check everything. So we get Lead the Scowl, which is a command ability for the Icebrow Hunters. At the start of the combat phase, if you do so, pick one friendly Frost Sabers unit hold within 12 inches of friendly model. With this command ability, until the end of that phase, add 1 to the command... so add 1 to the attacks. Okay, I think that's... I just need to move movement. These are half movement now, aren't they? So they are movement. Yes, they are
Dave
movement.
says,
Yes.
the Beastclaw list is a fun one.
Is it?
He's noticed that the Lumineth isn't a super fun list to play against.
Okay, they are moving 4.5 inches. So I take it I'm rounding up or down with movement for half movement.
Oh, I think it's a round up.
So it'd be 5 inches then.
I think so.
Screw it. Techless. Why not?
I may regret putting him so forward now. I don't know why I thought I would need him to take down the Beast Rider.
I don't think you will. I don't think you'll be regretting anything.
So sorry. But before you make a move, I need to check whether or not you're allowed to.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So what's their bravery?
Their bravery is 6.
6. So if I roll a 7 or higher, they can't do it.
Yeah.
So I've rolled a 6, so they can do it. That's fine.
Okay. Yes, it is 2 battalions, Dave. Yeah.
But I'll also be rolling that when you charge and fight.
Yeah. And the Stonehorn can move a mighty 12. Okay. So, shooting phase. I'm going to start with the Blood Vultures, and they're both going to go on to... Actually, I say both, the other one's dead. One's going to go on the Lord Regent. So the Huskard's Vulture's going to go on the Lord Regent.
Okay, so that's a 2 up.
2 up.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
So 1 mortal wound.
Yep.
So he has the Zytrek artifact, so on a 4 up, he ignores it. So he ignores it.
Jesus. Right. Okay.
This is one of the reasons I went Zytrek, is because that artifact. So normally it's a 6 up, but if Techless is on the field, you add 2 to the roll.
Yeah.
So it turns the Lord Regent into a pretty good, like, can operate by himself little objective grabber.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Although I don't know if he's going to be able to survive a Huskard, 8 Frost Sabers, and an Icebrow Hunter. We'll see.
No. We'll see. We'll see. I am going to... 56. This one can still run and shoot.
Dave asks if the Cathaler is dead. No, she's actually healed 1 since you were back.
Yes. Bastards. Right.
Although I suspect she may be getting a lot of ire directed towards her very shortly.
Yeah. The Icebrow Hunter is going to throw its spear. I was going to see how far away. 10. No, nothing in range of his spear.
What's the range?
9 inches. 18 inches if he runs, but they're not running. I mean, I'm not.
Oh yeah, just out, I think.
Yeah. No. I am going to fire the Iron Lock pistol from the Mornfang. Do you want to see if I can?
Oh yeah. Oops.
Don't think Dave's
roll
happy
both.
about Cathalar being alive.
So they cannot.
Okay, and then I'm on to the combat phase. So, the Icebrow Hunter is going to use... Both Icebrow Hunters are going to use the Lead the Scowl ability. And when doing so, pick one friendly Frost Saber unit that's wholly within 12 inches of them. Until the end of that phase, add 1 to their attacks ability. So, that goes off. Is that what I have to spend command points to use that, don't I?
Sorry, say again?
Do I use command abilities? I have to use command points for that, don't I?
To do what? Sorry, I didn't hear.
to lead the scale. This gives it's a command ability. Gives extra attack to each frost saber in a unit.
Oh, okay. So yeah, command abilities will cost 1 command point, but because of my spell, they'll now cost 2.
Oh, so I only get to do 1. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, you suck. Okay.
Which group do you want to put it on?
I want to put it on. I want to put it on the red group. Yeah, I'm going to put it on the red group. Horrible army. And I think that's all my command abilities, isn't it? Actually, what can my Huskard do? Does he have to pay double for his as well? He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, any command ability you use costs 2 points instead of 1, basically.
So there'll be no more command abilities. I'm just charging in now. So I'll start with the blue frost sabers. So we are adding +3 to their charge roll. So that's 12.
That's a good roll.
That'll do. That should mean they all get in, hopefully. I've just realised what I've done. I don't want to block the Huskard off. And then I'm going to charge my Huskard as well.
You need to move this frost saber because it's more than 1 inch away from something, so you're piloting around a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to. I don't think you can get in, but there's nowhere you can actually get in, is there? No, the iceberg can't charge. Okay, we're going to try and charge the Mornfang. So, do you want to do your thingy?
No, they can't.
And do I have to declare?
You only have to touch the terrain, not the model.
I do. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so you're on a 9-inch
okay.
or 10-inch. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see. Because these guys are a little closer.
So I don't have to declare, do I? But I'm going to 7, 8. That's 11. I better put the tools just so I know what we're all doing. Stupid dog. Fit. You can multi-charge, can't you? Not like... So I can charge both units, can't
I? Yeah. Dave says you do your Skulk ability in the combat phase after your charges.
Oh, do I? Okay, well in that case, I'll still be in range, I think. Yeah, I'll still be in range. I have. Oh, let's see if the ice brow makes it as well. Why not?
You'll need to move this frost saber back a little bit as well.
About here.
It just needs to be within an inch of another model from the unit.
Okay, let's see if... So this is for the Icebrow Hunter. 7, so that won't get anywhere near. Right. And then I think I'm into my combat phase. So I am going to start with the red Icebrows. So they're the ones with 4 attacks each. And so the red Frost Sabers, not red Icebrows.
Okay. My Cathala will pop her 80 books. So she's now +1 save.
Yeah.
And your Frost Sabers are -1 bravery.
So I just have to be within the within 1 inch of the scenery, don't I?
Yeah, the scenery is basically the Cathola's model while she's garrisoned in it.
I'm going to pile in around here.
And also because she's garrisoned, she's -1 to be hit because she's in cover.
Okay. Can't really move much further.
To be fair, you wouldn't be able to pile over scenery, but I think that has a little door in it, doesn't it? So that would be okay, actually.
That door there.
Yeah. It's just hard to do it in Tabletop Sim because everything floats above the table.
Oh god, it really is, isn't it? Okay, just get in there. He's around there somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, God's sake. This is why I hate Tabletop Simulator sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to have these 4 attack her. I don't think he's in range, so these 3 attack those.
Okay.
So 4 with 3 attacks. How do you do this thing with this dice tray?
So the buttons at the top add dice to the tray. You can use select all buttons to just grab them all. If you drop them into this little portal over here, it will roll them all for you and align them. And then you can use these buttons on the side to delete or select just particular results.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's all right. 16 attacks. Okay, so I want... This is on the Cathala. 4
so
plus to hit.
-1 to hit.
So I want 5 or more. And then I want 3 plus 2. No, not that one. Go away. Oh, they all hit. 5 wounds.
Okay.
-1 rend. Yeah,
-1
-1.
rend. So she is a 5-up save with -1 rend and +1 save. She's back on 5-up. So 5. So she only saves 1. 1 damage or
1 damage each.
1 damage each. She's within Teclis's 5-up Feel No Pain aura.
Yep.
So she saves another 1. So she takes 3 damage. So she's that heal that I gave her earlier saved her. She's on 1 health now.
Oh my god. Right, okay. Let's get rid of these.
Do you have any other attacks with them?
I don't believe so. I'm just going to double check. No, it's just elongated fangs.
One point of damage away.
Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, so then the 3 Frost Sabers are going to attack your other dudes. Are they suffering any penalty on their to hit roll?
To hit. Yes, yeah, -1 to hit.
So that in that case we are 6, and then 3 plus to wound. So that is 4 wounds on your dudes at -1 surrender.
Okay. They no longer have their +1 save. So they're a 4-up save, rerolling 1s.
Oh.
So they save 1, take 3 damage.
Okay. Your choice now, isn't it?
Yep. So I can activate twice with elves. But
Yeah.
I do. So, okay. So I'm going to activate with Lord Regent first.
Okay.
Your Huskard, does he have, does his profile change as he takes wounds?
He does, yes. He has, let me just check, because he's down to half wounds, isn't he? So he is. His move is now 8 inches. Then he gets 4 attacks with his rock hard horns, and his crushing hooves hit on wound on 3+ instead of 2+.
Okay, I think I'm going to put my attacks onto. I guess I'll put them onto the Frost Sabers because I'm more likely to remove them, and maybe that will save me more damage.
Yeah.
So he has 5 attacks with his sword. 6s do mortal wounds.
Okay.
2 up to hit. So 1 mortal wound, 3 hits. Looking for freeze up to wound. No wounds.
Ooh.
So 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
And then his wind charger has 3 attacks with 3 up to hit. 21 hits, 4 up to wound, no wounds. Okay. So that's it for them. And then I will activate Techless.
8 inches of rock hard there. What's Dave on about?
I have no idea. Dave is just on a Dave.
He's probably drinking again, to be fair.
But he's Techless is already an inch within an inch of the Frost Saber.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to bother piling him in. He does 2 attacks with his Sword of Techless, a sword so magnificent he named it after himself.
Of course, because he's an asshole.
Yeah, he's the biggest asshole of them all. That's why I love him. So that's 4 up to hit, no hits. And then Selenar will attack with its Moonbright Talons,
Okay.
which is 6.
I do love the names of some of these weapons.
Yeah, they're great. 3 ups to hit, 3 ups to wound. Oof.
Ooh.
So only one hit with -2 rend.
Oh, so a 6-up save. Nothing. It's down to 4 wounds. Oh, sorry, no, it's these boys over here, isn't it?
So that was 2 damage.
Oh, 2 damage. I think it kills them. I just want to check how many wounds they have each, because I think it's only 1.
Oh, I put the wounds on all your
did
models,
you?
so
Okay,
yeah, they're already 2.
They're all 2. I might as well just remove the one that's... Okay. Oh. I'm leaving it. I'm not messing around.
Yeah, that's not wise.
You can tell he's dead.
Okay, so yeah, your activation. And order doesn't really matter now.
No.
So we can just do them in whatever order matters.
I'm going to do the Frost Sabers then. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 24 attacks.
That is many.
It is, isn't it? It's quite nice. And they are hitting on, I believe it was 4s, wasn't it? I can't remember now. Yeah.
You've got 25
4s.
there.
Get out of here. And then wounding on 3s.
Oh wait, does he have any? Oh, he does have subtract 1 from hit rolls, but I missed it. You've already rolled your wounds, haven't you?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. I should have thought of that, so it's fine. We'll just carry on.
Right, okay. You sure?
Yeah, I got to take my lumps when I forget things, because otherwise I will just keep on forgetting them.
All right,
I've trained myself to have a negative feeling when I lose something.
That's 10 wounds then at -1 rend, 1 damage each.
-1 rend. So he is on a 4-up.
Yeah.
I believe. Yep, 4-up. So all those are saved. And sorry, is it 1 damage each?
1 damage each, yeah.
So on a 4-up after save. So he saves 1 more. So he's taken 4 wounds.
Yeah.
So he's on 2 left.
Okay, and then I've got my Huskard. Hopefully he can finish him off. I might have actually killed
You're
something.
-1 to hit with these attacks.
Yeah. So, first of all, we've got the punches and kicks, which are 3 attacks. And I am... So these normally hit on 3, so I'm hitting on 4s. So 1 hit. And then I am wounding on a 4. That's a 6. And that is no rend, 1 damage.
Okay, so I'm looking for freeze. Nope, 1 damage. Looking for 4s. Nope, so I'm on 1 wound.
Okay, and then I've got my rock hard horns, and he only gets... How many wounds am I now? I'm on
5.
5 wounds, so I get 4 attacks instead of 6. And I am hitting normally on 4, so it's going to be 5s. So that's 2. And wounding on 3s. And that's only 1, but it's -2 rend, 3 damage.
Ooh, -2. That's good. So he's on 5-up save. Nope. And you say 2 damage?
2 damage, yeah.
So I'm looking for 4s. No, so he's dead.
Okay, I finally killed something. That's good. And that's it, I believe. But when do you score victory points at the end of the turn?
Yeah, but I still have 4 wardens to attack into your frost sabers over here.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
So I'll do those quickly.
I got so excited about killing something.
That's it. That's the game done now.
I can retire from AOS happy. I killed something.
So 3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
1. I'm looking for a 4 on this. No, so it's just 3 mortal wounds into the frost sabers.
So that's 1.5 frost sabers dead.
So you've taken 1 from here, which separates these guys from coherency.
Yeah.
So unless you want them to run away,
take that one.
Do that. Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're in battle shock, and my Cathola is going to pass over only 3 dead wardens onto your frost sabers. So they're -1 bravery plus 3 to battle shock roll.
Okay, and I think I have something with bravery in it. Just checking. Their war scroll. If they're wholly within 60 inches of a friendly Icebrow Hunter, then they get +2 to their bravery. So their bravery is 5, goes up to 7. Then you're minus in what?
-1 to bravery, and then +3 to your battle shock roll when you make it.
So 6. So they're 6 bravery. So that's 7. So I lose 1, don't I? Oh no, plus 3, so it's 4. So I rolled a 4. My bravery is 6, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Not quite as bad as a plus 13 from the previous round.
No. But now I think that's a turnover, isn't it? So I got 1 command point, 1 victory point for actually.
So actually, you take 3. So because I had this in the previous round, so that's plus 1, and your Huskard is a hero, and he's within 6 inches, so you score 3 victory points.
Oh, jolly good!
So you've caught up quite a lot in one turn there.
I'll take that.
And now we enter a Lumineth hero phase, so buckle in.
We'll be here for another half an hour. I see what you meant by your comment in the chat earlier when you said you're hoping to complete at least 1 hero phase.
Yeah. What time is it actually?
It's 20 past 8.
20 past 8. You've only got 10 minutes left, right?
No. Well, I'm sure we can go on a little bit longer. It's fine.
Okay.
I can't see me winning from this point. So I'm we'll see how we do in the next 10 minutes.
Okay. So I'm going to start myself off with my purple Venari Wardens cast Power of Heesh. So let me remind myself, Power of Heesh is cast value of 6.
Yeah.
They have plus 2. So that goes off. My purple Sentinels, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that goes off. And my yellow Sentinels. Oh, they do not succeed. My first failure.
Oh dear. What a shame.
So my yellow Sentinels are only doing mortal wounds on a 6, not a 5.
Right, okay.
Absolutely tragic. These Wardens... what's the... did I give them? Do I give them immunity to rend or more damage? I feel like they're done for no matter what. So the immunity to rend maybe isn't going to make much of a difference. So I'll cast Power of Heesh for them as well.
Okay.
So they pass. They pass and then some.
Great roll.
Oh no! I've disconnected. Are you still in the game?
I am, yep.
Maybe I can join you very quickly. I can't join your game. Maybe you can invite me? I think I set it to invite only.
Disconnect from server, timeout Steam client.
I was worried about that. It does autosave, so we'll see how...
Okay.
We may not have actually lost that much. Let's see.
Maybe
I suppose this is to stimulate like your opponent at a tournament getting RC and going to the bar for a pint.
Exactly. Dave says Lumineth default loss. I completely agree, to be honest. Maybe I should sing a song or something like they do in the tennis. Well, then there's an interval. You know, Tom Jones, or whatever his name is, at Wimbledon. Oh, what's going on there? I've lost the invite. Where has it gone? Dreadman. Okay, I'm back in.
Okay. Do you remember? Did you lose some frost sabers? I think we're at like the tail end of your combat phase.
I lost 1 to battle shock, and Oh god.
So there's 7
Anyone in
frost
the chat
sabers
remember
here.
how many frost sabers I lost?
There was one here that I deleted to clean up.
Oh yeah, and there's this one was gone from that one. I lost the battle shock, and
Okay.
I think that's it.
I think we're caught up now then.
Yeah.
Luckily we weren't too far behind.
No.
My Cathola. So you've lost these debuffs now.
Thank God.
Okay, my Cathola will cast Darkness of the Soul again. Her casting value is 7, so she passes, and I'm going to stick it right back on the Mournfang Raiders.
Of course.
There we go. That'll remind me.
How many wounds has she got left? 1, did you say?
Just the 1, yeah.
Okay.
But luckily this lasts until my end of my next hero phase, so when you inevitably get her this round, her legacy will live on.
I'm just thinking I can cause 1 mortal wound with the vulture on the Huskard, can't I? So
and she'll go for Total Eclipse as well. She's only got a +1 to this, casting
Total
value 8.
Eclipse of the Heart.
6. So she's only rolled a 7, but because she's in the shrine, she can re-roll her 1 casting roll.
Okay.
So she'll do that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you are spending 2 command points again.
Yeah.
I love the Cathola, man.
I don't.
She's so rude. Teclis is going to cast 4 spells again, so he's got his protection bubble up. So anything within 18 inches of him has a 5 up after save.
Mm-hmm.
He'll do Storm of Searing White Light again, because everything is within range. So your Frost Sabers take D6 mortal wounds. 6 mortal wounds.
6 mortal wounds. That's 3 of them.
Your Icebrow Hunter doesn't take any. Your Mournfang Pack, whatever, take D3. So they take 3.
That's him gone.
Your Huskard on Stonehorn takes D3. He takes 2. And your Frost Sabers take D3. They take 2.
So 1 dead. Okay, that's not nice.
So I've cast 2 spells. Okay, I will also cast Assault of Stone.
Okay.
So it says pick 1 enemy unit within 24 inches and visible to Teclis. Roll a number of dice equal to the casting roll. And because Teclis always casts at value of 10, so he's going to roll 10 dice. For each roll, it is less than the unit's save characteristic, but more than 2. That unit suffers 1 mortal wound. And I believe your Frost Sabers have have a save of 6, right?
Yeah. Dave's just reminded me in the chat that I get 5+ mortal wound save on the Stonehorn.
Okay, so he took 2 mortal wounds, I think. So do you want to roll those?
Yeah. No effect.
It was worth a try.
It was. Right, the Frost Sabers have a save of 6+, yeah.
Yeah, so basically 3+ will cause a mortal wound, and I rolled 10 dice.
Okay.
Which unit do I want to put it on, though?
Probably the larger unit, because you're is it 3+ you cause mortal wounds?
Yeah.
So you're likely to score 30%. I don't know. You could, probably remove.
I think I'll do it on your small unit because I want to wipe those out without using my my shooting. So yeah, I'll all go onto your red unit.
Okay.
So every 3 up is a mortal wound. So that's 7 mortal wounds. I think you've got 3 left.
Well, these boys, there's only 2 wounds each, so that's 6. They're all dead.
Yeah. Okay, my Cathala lives for another day.
Not necessarily.
Well, we'll see.
I've got some other options there.
She's not getting into combat this turn, at least.
No, she's not.
And for my final spell, I really want to use this because I've never used it before, so I'm going to use my Rune of Petrification. It is set up within 18 inches.
Yeah.
So I can put it pretty much anywhere I want. And it targets units within 6 inches. So if I put it there, it's getting all 3 of those units.
Of course.
So what this does is at the start of the movement phase and the end of the movement phase, yours and mine, we roll a dice, and for each unit within 6 inches of that model, on a 4-up, the unit suffers D3 mortal wounds, and you subtract 1 from run and charge rolls for units.
Yeah. Okay.
This ability has no effect on Lumineth units. And it doesn't move. So all you can do to turn this off is dispel it.
And I can't dispel
which you can't dispel. So that's just going to bully that objective there.
Right,
now,
okay.
for the rest of the game, pretty much. Like anything you put on that objective is going to be taking potentially 2d3 mortal wounds per turn.
So they have to be within, did you say 6 inches of it?
Yeah, within 6. So at the moment, everything is within. If in your turn you backed up a little bit, then you could.
Yeah. Okay.
You could do that.
Okay, that's fine.
So that's my spells done. Next, go into the movement phase. My sentinels move there 6 inches glacially towards this objective. Maybe they'll score it by round 5. But they're definitely not running anywhere because they are shooting.
You're assuming this game's going to get to round 5. I might be tabled before that point. Yes, come closer. I don't have any tricks up my sleeve.
Is that oh God, what's his name? Stanima? The Vistani.
Yeah, no, it's Count Von Count.
Same guy.
I love to count. Stanima.
Ledge. Archmage. Okay, so I still have someone in the Shrine Luminor, so I can use a command point for free every turn. I keep on forgetting to do that, but they're going to use that on Teclis to give him a 6-inch run.
Okay. Dave asks if I think the Rune of Petrification leaves if I kill the caster.
No, it's an endless spell, so it's persistent no matter what.
Okay, I thought that might be the case.
And it was Teclis who cast it, so good luck.
Yeah, I've got no chance of killing him.
So he has a 12-inch move, so he's moving 18 inches.
Oh,
fly.
There, yeah.
So he's going to move to a place of more relative safety.
Okay. Not that he needs to. I think he's pretty much safe anyway. He'd go toe-to-toe with any of these units, I think.
It's always worth. I'm going to spend a command point to run run with the wardens. Actually, no, there's no point. I don't need to do that. I'm just going to run normally.
Okay.
I'm just using things because I have them. I rolled a 5 anyway, so all good. Let's. Oops. These guys are basically just going to consolidate on this point.
Yeah.
And give you something to think about if you ever decide to attack this point. Which I wouldn't advise.
No.
I don't think it would end well for you. There you go. A nice clump.
Okay.
So that's all my movement. I'm on to shooting. So my sentinels will. So this unit of sentinels will shoot this Huskard on Stonehorn.
Yep.
8 attacks, 5 ups. Oh no, yeah, this is the pack that didn't do it. So 6 ups is a mortal wound.
Okay.
And they're looking for 4s to hit.
Ooh.
4s to wound. So 2 with no rend, and 1 mortal wound.
And 6 up saves. So it's 3 wounds. It was on the Frost Sabers, wasn't it? Not.
That was on your Huskard.
Oh, sorry, Huskard. So only 1 got through then, so it's 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So he's on 1.
And I get a 5+ save for my mortal wound, actually.
Oh, I completely forgot about my Rune of Petrification. So I need to roll those now, if that's all right.
Yeah, okay. I saved the mortal wounds. Only 1 wound went through to the stone.
Okay, cool. So he's on 2.
Yeah.
So for these 3 units, I need to roll a dice, and on a. So this would have activated at the beginning and end of my movement phase.
Okay.
So 2 dice for each unit. I'll do your Mournfangs first. So I'm looking for 4 ups, I believe. Make sure I got that right. Yeah, 4 up. So nothing for the beginning of the D3 mortal wounds at the end of the movement phase. They took 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
Your Huskard, nothing at the beginning. D3 at the end. He also takes 1 mortal wound, but he has a 5 up save.
Yep, I'll roll that one. No, he.
Well, that was going to stay perfectly on the edge, non-committal.
Down to 1 wound.
And now your Frost Savers, nothing at the beginning. D3 at the end. 3 mortal wounds to your Frost Savers.
Okay. Dave says
yeah, so you should roll a DPR for that 1 normal wound that I did as well.
Was there any rend on it?
No.
So is that a save then, isn't it? Because it's 4 there. 4.
Rend wouldn't affect it. It's I think Dave's saying your thing that makes you immune to mortal wounds on a 5 up, that also affects normal wounds.
Oh, okay, then no. It still goes through.
Yeah. Okay, so he's hanging in. He's weathered
just
everything.
About.
Yeah. Can't shift him. My other sentinels. I mean, I could finish him off.
Leave him alone.
I'm going to go on this Icebrow Hunter.
You don't want to go on the Icebrow Hunter. Shoot the Huskard. No, don't shoot the Huskard. What do I want you to kill?
So this is 5 ups, 2 mortal wounds, so 3 mortal wounds. Look at those. 4 ups to hit, so I'm looking for 4 ups to wound. So just 3 mortal wounds on your Icebrow Hunter.
Just the 3. Okay.
Yeah, only the 3. Pretty tame, all things considered.
Okay.
That's all my shooting. Charges. Roll for my wardens over here.
Topper's watching now. That's all we need.
Oh, cheers, Topper. I knew you'd be in my corner, mate.
Smash the Hulk. I think he's already smashed me, Topper. I don't think it's just a matter of time now.
So they got a 10-inch charge, and I was going to pile them around to like the extreme edge to sort of prevent any smashback. Although they might all die in this combat phase.
I don't know. The Icebrows, he's not that great.
May as well roll for Teclis. No, as I thought, nothing happens there. So I only have one combat activation, which will be these 4 wardens into Hunter. So they're 2 attacks each.
Just ignoring him.
No, I didn't test that with him. Oh no, I did. Okay, so 5 ups, mortal wound. 2 mortal wounds.
So these
4
are
ups to wound. So 2, no rend this time.
On what, sorry?
This is on your Icebrow Hunter. So 2 normal wounds with no rend and 2 mortal wounds.
So it's 4. He's dead.
Brilliant. I love to hear that.
Oh dear. Are there any Beastclaw Raiders on the table?
There's one Huskard on Stonehorn clinging to dear life with 1 wound on this objective, which I pretty much abandoned because I don't want to deal with him. But I have left like a sort of grenade next to him to sort of finish him off eventually. And then we've got some Mournfang who are too scared to do anything.
It's going really well.
So yeah, that's combat. Battle shock, there is none. I have only scored 1 point because I don't have any heroes on my. Oh no, I tell a lie. My Cathola is just within 6 of this objective, so I scored 2 points.
Okay.
And now we're on to priority.
We are.
So I think this is good. If I win this, I think I pretty much just finish you off.
I think so.
If you win this, maybe you can. That's a great roll. So yeah, so I got a chance for a double turn here.
I think I'm going to call it there.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Teclis can teleport. So my plan was to teleport this unit of Sentinels over here.
Yeah.
And claim 3 objectives this turn, 2 with heroes. I don't think there's any way you could have, even if you'd gotten really lucky and managed to mully me back with some lucky rolls for the Frost Sabers. And
there's no way I can back from that. No, it was a good game. I'm afraid I'm going to have to call it there as well. I'm going to have to go because my daughter's now home. So yeah, but that was good fun, and we'll have to do it again soon.
Yeah, that was fun. I feel bad because I think accidentally my list is a extremely potent counter to your list specifically because I've got a lot of shenanigans with bravery, and you had a lot of low bravery units that cost quite a lot.
It was good fun. It was good fun.
But yeah, thank you very much for the game. I really enjoyed that.
No, thank you.
Next time, maybe I'll take a more sort of hilarious list without Teclis, and let you see what you can do when he's not around, messing everything up.
Cool. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone, and thanks, Ed, for the game. We'll play again soon.
Yeah, GG. Have a lovely night.
And you.
Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Bye. Right.